I'm going to be teaching a barrel windmill. Pretty much this is a version where you won't be using a lot of your hands, you'll be using a lot of your forearms and elbows here, right? So pretty much at this point, the barrel will rely on off of your forearms, elbows, through, and this will be your carryover, your rollover, right? If you are if you're new to windmills, I would highly suggest watching a couple other videos that we've made a little bit in the past. We talk about turtles. We also talk about a startup from Windmills right here. Highly suggest watching over them before attempting to do this. This is, I guess, for those that are already in the progress of windmills and trying to learn a different variation of the move. Okay, so barrel mills, like its term, you want to pretend you're either holding a barrel. I like to think of it as holding a tree, right? So you're pretty much hugging this around. My arm positioning doesn't really matter. You can face it out this way, you can face it out that way. Just think about this as much as possible, right? Now, additionally, you want to think about the crown of your head. The head of this move is probably the most important aspect of this move going around, okay? So, assumingly you've already gotten your windmill to a nice little start, getting your legs up, keeping that V as much as possible, and then rolling around. So if you're confused at this part, this would probably be the best part to explain. But from here, right, I'm gonna keep my head down as much as possible, keeping your legs up in that V. My trick here, going over, right, is keeping your heel behind you. Now, the difference between the barrel mill and the turtle, right, is that for the turtle, you would initially roll into your side here. From this part, you're gonna be rolling through. So maybe as an exercise, what you could do is just go up. You could bend your knees a little bit just to kind of get that understanding of the move. Get on up, roll your elbows through, right? And notice that my head was on the ground for that. And then get back on down to that V, right? So one more time for y'all. I'm going through, going up, getting that barrel, right? Keep your knees in, or you can bend your knees in for this one. This is an exercise. Go up, go through, follow through again, okay? Now, I know that keeping the knees or closing my knees was one other thing. What you could do is now open your legs and then bring that momentum through. One of the biggest things I like to think about, and again, for the purpose of the direction, I'm going clockwise, right? So I'm gonna be throwing this leg, my right leg, as hard as possible, and then up. That up part is very important because this part is gonna also determine how far you're gonna be able to roll. This is your momentum leg as well as your hop up leg, okay? Your left leg, going clockwise, is gonna be the leg that's gonna be, I guess your opportunity to roll, right? So from here, I'm gonna get on up, right? And my right leg is ready to go, and then it's just gonna swing on through, all right? So for the barrel mill, you're probably wondering the different ways to get into it. Matter of fact, you could start it off in any way possible, either if you were starting it from a backspin, right? Or if you were starting it from turtle, okay? Just get your hands ready. And it applies the same thing for a coin drop as well, right? If you're doing a coin drop, get those hands ready, okay? As soon as you get your hands ready, you're pretty much in position. Now all you gotta think about is your legs, okay? Continuous. So if you wanted to bring this continuously, again, think about how much momentum you're swinging your right leg from this part here, and then keeping your arms locked on in for that rollover. Your crown on your head is also important too, going over this, right? So I'm gonna try a couple from the different ways we've spun, okay? Try to do a couple attempts, or continuous attempts, and you may see a difference of momentum, right? So pay attention to where my right leg is building up the momentum for each positioning, right? So. Paying attention to that right leg will really give you that momentum. So let's do one more good one. I'm gonna throw a really strong right one and just land into a backspin. So that way you can really see what you're doing with your right leg. Or the pioneer leg of the direction that you're going. And that should be it. Good luck.